All right, we are live. Actually, it's telling me I have an error, so I don't know if it's showing up on Facebook. Let me just see here. I Yeah, I don't think it is.
It
Well,
says you're live.
I guess I'll be streaming it on YouTube and then sharing it to Facebook. So we work with what we got sometimes. So I'm
That's all
gonna get
right.
rid of. All right. Oh well, live and learn. I'll have to find out details later from you. Some things. So when we're done, I want you to stay on the stream. But I thank you. Today I need to introduce you. I have Nacereddine from London, like across the pond, as we say, from Canada. So there's a 4-hour time difference. So I thank you for being able to connect and being on with me today. I'm really excited actually because I know we're in this group and it's with Les Brown, who's a legend, and it's about getting on stages and speaking. But before we get really into the speaking part, I want to touch on your book because I really love the title of your book. And I was looking at it. I didn't even write it down, but I put it up on the picture that I did. And I was like, that is an awesome title. So tell us the title of your book and, a little bit about it. And then we'll get into some other stuff.
Okay, before I start, I just want to wish you a happy birthday. You, Kevin, and C Poetic, I wish you a happy birthday. You have another opportunity to make a difference in this world.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much. All right, now you're going to make me blush. All right, on to your book.
The title of my book is You Can't Stop Me, I Have a Dream. And that didn't come in like that. You cannot stop me, because the reason the title is, if you check the chapters, there's always a struggle from school to university, to the university of life, to work, to life in general, to when things gone completely, really bad. And surviving all that, I just want to share with the world and with people who think that after one obstacle or two, they just give up. I'm showing you what I've gone through all the way from a young age at school, all the way to what I am now. I shouldn't be here. So when I say you can't stop me, I have a dream, it's because my dream kept me going. Two things kept me going: faith in God and faith in my dream. And that's why the title is You Can't Stop Me, I Have a Dream.
Awesome. And I looked at that and I went, that is an incredible title. In fact, I think that is a book I'm going to have to read.
Oh, thank you, Christine.
So you said something, and I want to dig a little bit here. When you said you shouldn't be here, can you elaborate on that? Like, this seems to me like there's a little more there.
Yeah. I think, Christine, this is a bit deep. It says, I survived a civil war back in Algeria, 10 years of massacres and murders and kidnaps, and I escaped death 3 times. So I shouldn't be talking to you. I should be gone.
Oh,
it's
wow.
certain that there is no way I would have escaped the 3 situation that I was in. I escaped a car bomb twice, and I escaped a the roadblock. What they do, they stop coaches and slaughter everyone. And my coach passed by, and the second coach passed by, and the third coach, they stopped it and killed everyone. So for me, like being here and being an author and striving to be a speaker, it's just a miracle. I mean, I escaped certain death. So this is just in a
I have no words. I cannot imagine that. And that's in your book.
I couldn't even escape.
And that stuff's in your book?
I mentioned it roughly. I just
Okay.
said I survived despicable act of barbarism. Christine, if you've seen what I have seen, I think I'm not underestimating your power or anybody who's listening's power, but the things that I have seen with my proper eyes, you will need therapy, counseling for years and years for you to become normal. But because I grew up in violence, my subconscious and my conscious just said, okay, you just have to survive. You just have to go through this. But I have seen some really, really nasty stuff.
Wow. I like I
Very
said,
bad.
I just cannot imagine that. So I don't want to go too deep on that.
No. We just touched it on service, but it's 10 years of it, Christine. 10
Yeah.
long years of that.
I really appreciate the fact that you even shared that. I mean, even though it was 10 years ago, I'm sure there's some emotion that kind of wells up sometimes. And, so I do really appreciate you kind of sharing that a little bit
Yeah,
because,
just to correct you, it's between 1990 and 2000.
wow, wow.
10
So
long years. You can't even escape. I've seen it all. But you know what? I'm here.
you're still here. Actually,
I'm
so
here.
yes, yesterday, Stephen Anthony King and I were talking, and this similar concept came out. And we said, it doesn't matter whether you say God, a higher being, spirit, the universe, like when like I'm getting goosebumps, like I just feel goosebumps, like there is something.
It's
And
true.
again, you can call it whatever you want, but there is something. And when you know. So, and it sounds like you know. All right, so I'm
I
gonna.
know. You know what? It's protection from above.
Sorry, I missed that. Protection from
Protection from above. The power.
above.
The power above. Otherwise, believe me, I have no chance.
For sure, for sure. I did see somebody on. Anyways, well, thank whoever's on here for watching. So now I want to ask you this question, and it is: after all you've gone through, which makes so many people quit, they give up. It's like, I've had enough. What is it that made you keep going?
Great question, Christine. What kept me going? Okay. After all I have seen, after all the bad words and the defeated words, after all the sabotage, I mean, I don't know, I do attract maybe psychopaths or something. Every time there is somebody on my way, blocking my way. Frank Sinatra said, best revenge is massive success. And I love that quote.
Excellent quote.
So how could I give up when everybody look up to me? How could I give up when I'm the only one out of all the people I know who is following his dream? How could I give up after the young people who died back home? How could I give up if the youngsters around the world now are taking their lives? How could I give up, Christine? It's not about me anymore. It's not about me anymore. I will never give up. What kept me going is faith in God and faith in my dreams, and also to prove everybody that made my life so difficult and so impossible that I nearly quit so many times. For them, watch me now.
Oh, that is so powerful. You're moving me so much. Like I'm trying here not to cry. Like that is so powerful because there are so many people who have given up and they don't realize what's in front of them or what can be in front of them. And to me, you are epitomizing that. I have a future. There is something there more, and there's more for me in that future. That higher being, God, if you will, has something in store, and it sounds like he's got something in store for you. So I'm really glad that we're actually having this conversation. And I think that you and I can connect a little bit on the same level, because you don't know this, and I'm going to share it. And this is really difficult for me to share, so I'm being really vulnerable by sharing this.
Thank you. Thank you.
Um, so my sister actually committed suicide 2 years ago, and I just,
I'm sorry.
so much more. There was so much more in life for her if she chose to continue. And I really believe, it's people can be so far down and they don't see that, as Les Browns, if you can look up, you can get up. But they don't see that. They just stay down, and they don't see that future. And the key to what I see, that key is ourselves looking and saying there has to be more, and just like look for what it is. And for me personally, sometimes I don't really know what is in my future. What is it more? Maybe I don't really have a vision. I didn't really, I had a vision of being on stages and I kind of lost it. I never had a vision of doing these interviews, but here I am and I'm loving it. And I'm thinking, I'm in my moment. I'm in that moment that God has put me where He wants me to be. And that's what happens. All right. I think you're speechless.
Christine, I'm sorry. I'm speechless. I'm speechless. You know what? I'm really sorry. And I wish I spoke before, so maybe your sister has heard my voice and didn't take that decision. But I go and speak in schools for free in East London and here. Now we can't go because of this nonsense that is going on. It's nonsense. Sorry. And I go and speak in there, and the headmistress, well, I got my own theory, so I studied science for 7 years. Sorry, it doesn't add up. I'll let you do your own. For me, I will say to all humanity, sorry, it's not adding up. It doesn't make sense, and do your own research. I didn't study 7 years in my life to be fooled by politicians. So I go to these schools and I speak about my profession, because I did project management in a global bank, and we go to show the younger generation what professions we do.
Time out. I need to back you up. You got a little choppy and cut up. You need to completely go back. You started going to schools and then pick up from there.
Okay, so just picking up on how our voices can change lives. And so I go and volunteer in schools, say college. I worked in a global bank as a project manager, and we go speak to the young generation, telling them what my profession entails. Do you like it? Do you want to do it? We don't want to tell them do it. We just want to say, this is what I do on a daily basis, and this is what degrees you need. And is it for you? So be an accountant, project manager, doctor, policeman, I don't know. We bring about professions or 10, and we tell them. And right at the end of every speech or presentation I do, I pick up 5 minutes, which I tell the younger generation a small kind of inspirational words, and I get them clapping and happy and and enthusiastic, and coming after speaking to me and asking me questions and thank you. And I never thought that I have that effect. The headmistress in that school in East London, she told me they never clapped anybody. What have you done? And I told her, look, everywhere I go, I'm an authentic person. I'm genuine. I speak from the heart. I think you have realized that. There is no acting. Every word I say, everything I say is from the heart. Everything I put in my book, I experience. So when I speak from my heart. I just want to help.
That's good because, and I want to tell whoever's on here watching, I can't see who it is, but anyways, I want to tell whoever's watching, this is off the cuff. And the reason I titled these interviews off the cuff is because we don't plan anything in advance. You know, like I had no idea of any of the things you were really going to tell me. And, you know, and I'm really enjoying doing this with the other people in this group with Les Brown. And, you know, it's really, I don't know, like I said earlier, it's just where I'm supposed to be right now and what I'm supposed to be doing. So with that, let's segue into.
It's a great.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay, you said it's a great way to, and that's all I heard.
I have missed some few words from what you said now. Please, can you repeat?
All right, so I'll just continue then. I would like you to share what made you join Les Brown and the group that we're in, because that group is hungry to speak.
You know what? Great question. So, Christine, I watch on a daily basis, weekly basis. I listen to Les Brown speech.
Uh-oh, you completely cut out.
We're having a issue with the sound.
Yeah, you completely
It's
cut
cutting
out.
out.
Okay, I hear you now. So I think you're gonna just have to start over why you were in the group.
Let's start again. So let's go back again. You know, this technology sometimes let you down, but we're not gonna be let's do it.
At least it's not a
So
4-hour delay.
keep my mind positive into. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's true. So I listen to Les Brown's YouTube messages almost every week, and I heard him saying that he has a program about to speak.com.
I hear you.
Christine. Okay, so and because of what happened waiting for me, I'm just gonna enroll, join Les Brown, and by the way, when I was about to give up, and I had nobody to advise me to carry on, I listened to Les Brown on YouTube, and he said it's possible, and also he said it's not over until I win, and all this saved my life. So that's why, for me to be on the same platform as the legendary Les Brown, this is not even.
I want to sum up a little bit what you said because I want to make sure the viewers heard that. You are a little pingy on this end. So you saw the hungrytospeak.com and you went right away. You said, I've got to be a part of that. And there was a quote there. Darn it, I forgot what you said, the quote. I should have wrote it down. Anyways, but there was a quote from Les. So can you say the quote again? Oh, I think you froze up on me.
Hello?
There you are. I think.
Uh, that's fine. I think maybe.
My husband says technology at the greatest. So there was a quote from Les Brown that you heard. Well, this is very unfortunate with the internet connection signal. I'm really enjoying what we're talking about. If you happen to come back on, wave so I know you're there.
I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just do.
Yeah. Oh, you're very pink. Yeah, I even lost your picture now. So you know, I'm very interested in more actually. I have lots more now on my mind.
Can you hear me, Christine?
Oh, there we go. There we go. That's okay. You can go no picture. Maybe the voice quality will come through.
Screen, and then we can carry on. I don't know what's
Yes.
happening, but
Okay. So what was the quote with Les Brown that you were?
I have to just technology, and it's the hours. Okay, we good?
We're good.
We good?
Yes, I can hear you and I can see you. So what was that quote that you said hungry.com and you just had to join right there and then, because that's how I felt. I was like, I gotta get on that. So then you said there was a quote with Les Brown. What was that quote?
I can't hear you. Sorry, 1 second. Something to do with stream. I can't hear you.
Oh,
I lost the sound, Christine.
isn't that strange? I have no idea how to help you.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I give you a thumbs up. I can hear. I can hear.
What's happening? Life.
This is great practice for when we're doing.
I can't hear you, Christine. That's the only problem I'm having at the moment.
Oh.
Let me just see. Cam is working. So what's?
All right. There. I'll be like, can you see that? Did I lose you? Oh, it says your microphone is off. And you're not there. Okay, let's see here. What's going on? All right, let me try something. I'm going to text. Okay, let me try something here. I'm going to do this. All right. All right. Well, I don't know what's going on, and it's unfortunate. Oh, there we go. He's back. Let's see if we can add him back in. Add to the stream. There. Oop. There we go. Are you back on? Can you hear me?
Is your show? Okay. Just took your notes properly. You asked me for my favorite quotes, and oh, I think we're back.
Can you hear me?
You ask me what is
Okay,
your
I got
favorite
what
quote?
was
Yeah.
the quote from Les Brown? Earlier, you mentioned a quote from Les Brown, but you couldn't hear me.
Quote no. Let me switch this off. 1 second. 1 second.
Technology at its finest.
Sorry.
No worries.
Technology, I hate you.
No, we need to be grateful for technology, because without the technology,
the quote
we
you
would
asked
not
me
be
about,
here.
I think you asked me for a second quote.
Sure.
And my second quote is be yourself. You're not him, her, or them. So these are the two quotes. If you are asking me about my personal quotes, and apologies to everyone if they can't hear us, if they don't know what went wrong. I'm just trying to adapt to what's going on at the moment. So apologies, everyone.
No worries. All right. So I was actually asking you about the quote you were quoting Les Brown.
I can't hear you. This is not right. 1 second. Sorry. Something.
All right, I'm gonna make it.
On my side, I have checked everything and it looks fine. I don't know why we don't know. So I apologize in advance. Don't know what's going on here. So maybe you can.
All right.
It was so good. It was so flowing really naturally. I don't know why technologies just do that to us. 1 second, read this. I need to get the light off. Your talk. Your talk. Your talk. I will. What's that in the end?
My phone is ringing.
That's it. You're gonna do it again. Me? Right.
Oh.
So, could you just send me a message? I think it's better. Just drop me in a message. Ah, okay.
So what I said was, you talk, I'll listen, and we'll finish this up. So I sent him a message. I apologize to whoever's watching. Technology at its finest.
Okay, cool. Okay.
Okay. Oh, there we go.
Okay. So I got your message. I hope you can hear me now. Yeah, all in all, let me pick up where we left, and thank you. We don't care about technology. We should do it. As you said it's off the cuff. So let's do it off the cuff. Okay. So
perfect.
Left is, I think we spoke about that and the I had in there, and if I can leave any on the area that I used to go in is a despair area. There's no the government. It's like a ghetto area, and they haven't got anything to look up. It's poverty and that. But when we go in there and tell them what they can be, and when they can, and given the real Leroy Washington quote, that shakes them. These else's opinion become your reality, and then the other one is not random. It's part of your purpose. Follow them. What excites you? And these quotes. I spoke to a headmaster, and she said, "We didn't have it before because the presenters sometimes they just speak about their professional life like they've been pushed to do it, and if I can have that in the younger generation, and my aim is this book. Part of it is is to all ages, but the youngest, that somebody who's 11 years old take their life. It breaks my heart in my power. So to keep that person who's 15, if they to me, I mean, how could you give up? If we lose you, we lose a poet, we lose a mathematician, we lose a freedom fighter, we lose a voice. I don't want them to give up. I have seen so much, and I didn't give up. I know they go everywhere. They're confused. So it's up to us to stand up and help them out.
100%.
It's a priority and it's an emergency. So my book go on there and save somebody's life and keep them hoping and keep following my dream. It will make me so happy. I don't want to be an author writer. This is just my gift to the world. I just want to help. Like Les Brown said, not used up. Not used up. I don't want to be not up. I have a book for you. If I die, Christine, if I die today, I die happy. Why? For humanity that I love. I love you. I left you this book. Read it, and you will learn that you give up on your dream. All of you have been born with an amazing skill, with a dream. You just haven't discovered it. You just haven't. You have opposed to it. You haven't tried. You haven't done signed up for clubs of filming, of photography, of poems. You haven't frequented people. That's why hasn't been to not give up on their dream, to encourage everyone. And I want you to be to today or tomorrow, just to be kind to somebody by calling somebody and saying a really positive word to them. This is how we can we spread love all over the world. We have to be kind. We have to say a positive word. If you know how much bad influence this, you know, I don't want to use the word, how much corruption in this world. And it's done, Christine, is because of the silence. And I'm not going to be silent. I'm going to spread love. I'm going to spread energy. I'm gonna speak everywhere I go. When this crisis is over with, I will try to go every corner in the world. When I, not perfect, when I finish this program, confident with speaking, I will go and help everywhere, put YouTubes everywhere. And I do it for humanity. I never knew that motivational speaking were a thing. Never. I just found it by because I can't, you know, because you said go time. I'm gonna say to who is in the program, I think we are about 140. I think that's not enough. We need more. The force of good. We are the soldier. Christine, you are a soldier of light. Everybody you are soldiers of light, and we need you everywhere. And please start from now. You don't have to wait until this program is finished. If you want to put a YouTube somewhere or a podcast somewhere that you hear somebody, do it now. I have about 82 quotes. You can search them on Instagram. I have put at the moment I have put 50. You can find them on Pinterest, and I will start putting them on Twitter as well. And there is my story. That is how I overcome the challenges. And there are a section that's of advice. I convert it to quotes, and I worked with an artist, and I'm start putting interest. And when people see them, they get inside. It's sort of my book. So I hope everyone can check my story and see how I overcome obstacle after obstacle, problem after problem, even mental health, even poisoned. Christine, can you believe I was poisoned?
Wow.
And you know what? I'm here.
Wow.
So that's why you.
Incredible. I don't know if you can hear me. Can you hear me? Okay. I'm going to take Nacereddine out of the stream. So I don't know if he'll still be able to hear me or not. So if anybody is still watching this, we can sum it up. Definitely will be some better streams coming in the future with Nacereddine on it. He will be a force to be reckoned with, I'm going to tell you that. And while he was speaking, it was funny. I woke up this morning and I had this thought in my head after yesterday's talk with Stephen Anthony King. You know, he talked about loving the world and, you know, just putting that message of love out there. And I woke up this morning with, I'm a person that gets songs stuck in my head, but I woke up this morning with the song Imagine by John Lennon. And while Nacereddine was talking, it popped in my head again a few times. And I want to share some of the lyrics to that. So this with his talk today, this line is ringing so loud to me. And I don't know if I should try to sing it or not. I can't sing, but anyways, I think I'm going to try anyways. Imagine there's no countries. It isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for. And no religion too. Imagine all the people living life in peace. Okay, that's terrible, I know. But that was the lines that really stood out to me today. You know, after what Nacereddine talked about going through, that he was actually poisoned. I don't know if you guys caught all of that. Car bombings, people being taken off buses and just killed for no reason. Corruption in the countries, all that stuff. So, you know, Lennon said, I may be a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. And it sounds like Stephen Anthony King and Nasruddin and a whole bunch of other speakers to coming up, myself included, are all those people that are just visioning a future that is better for everyone. You have a great whatever it is, wherever you are. And I apologize once again for our internet quality today, but I'm sure you are going to get something out of this that was worth watching. So thank you for watching, and you have a great whatever it is, wherever you are right now.